Today on CUTV News.
There's a new SGA vice president, and after 2 weeks of runoff and elections, we finally have the results.
Plus, the biannual drive-in night was a success. Students enrolled in corporate videos premiered their movies they've been working on throughout the semester.
Your CUTV News starts now. Well, finally, the vice presidential elections are over, and Jory Palmer has the results. Jory, it's been quite a wait.
Yeah, it really has, and I think the students were really ready for this final decision.
Of course.
Well, Tobias Kuhn did win the re-election. Student government decided to have one more re-election after the Supreme Court ruled in Kuhn's favor. They said the first election could not count because neither party won the majority, and the first re-election was unconstitutional. The latest election was still very close, with Megan Mefford receiving 90 votes and Kuhn winning with 91 votes. It is interesting that Kuhn won by only 1 vote, which was the original problem. However, student government is not planning to overturn this election. Despite the confusion surrounding the vice presidency, advisors say student government had a good year.
This is the most active I've seen our SGA. I've been involved with SGA since 1996.
Now that a vice president has been chosen, officers will be chosen for the cabinet. We'll be covering the new administration next year.
This past Thursday night, Cameron students got to show their movie-making skills at drive-in night. Students in corporate video class learned about the corporate video world and how to put together a documentary, short movie, or industrial video. Brooke Whiteley shows us the excitement and determination each student had in making their project.
It was a night of fun, relaxation, and of course, movies. Corporate video students, along with family and friends, attended drive-in night. This was the 6th drive-in movie night Cameron's communication department has put on. Corporate video professor Dr. Matt Jenkins says drive-in night is a way for students to show and take pride in their work.
Drive-in night was established to showcase the corporate or advanced students' productions in a different kind of way. It makes it kind of fun and exciting.
Students have been working all semester on their videos and were surprised of how much work goes into filmmaking.
The process of making a movie and just like the time it took and like trying to write a script and everything, which was actually more difficult than I thought it would be, and just that bad things can happen too when you think you have everything prepared and stuff like that, but in the end you like fix it all and it turns out to be, you know, kind of like what you hoped it would be.
Anticipation was high for students as 3 communication department professors judged the videos.
The main thing that I'm going to be looking for first off is composition, and then probably secondary I want to look at framing and some of the students' lighting techniques and audio.
For some students, making a short movie was for fun, but others are looking to enter their movie into film festivals.
Drive-in night was a hit as parents, fellow students, and teachers enjoyed every single video. For CUTV, I'm Brooke Whiteley.
Well, your typical weekend workshop consists of sitting in a classroom for 2 Saturdays in a row. But Project WET is a workshop that takes you outside the classroom and into the environment. Melinda Bonner takes us to the project in the Frederick Wetlands.
Project WET is a nonprofit education program for both children and adults. It is offered as a weekend workshop here at Cameron once every semester. Project WET teaches the significance of water and our environment. One aspect of this course focuses on wetlands that exist here in Oklahoma. Dr. Call, a Project WET facilitator and a physical science professor at Cameron, talks about the importance of the Oklahoma wetlands.
To me, it's twofold. One, it's part of the migratory route for songbirds, waterfowl, stopover areas for ducks, geese, sandhill cranes, flying north, flying south, but also it's flood control.
The wetlands in Frederick, Oklahoma, called Hackberry Flat, are extremely beneficial to wildlife and serve as natural environmental purifiers. 2/3 of the wetlands in Oklahoma have been lost to agricultural, industrial, and residential development. Hackberry Flat represents an effort to reclaim the natural wetlands, and Project WET reinforces the awareness of water resources and their significance. Water is something that every living thing needs to survive. We use water for so many of our daily activities. After going through Project WET and seeing the Oklahoma wetlands, you become more aware of how water binds all things together.
What I've learned is how everything is interconnected, how species interact with other species.
Project WET informs students how important wetlands are to migratory birds and to water conservation. For CUTV, I'm Melinda Bonner.